Hey everyone, it's Jack at PAX Unplugged, and I'm here with Ming from Brother Ming Games, and
Hi.
we're taking a look at your third project that you're bringing to life, a crowdfunding project soon with Rematch, right?
Yeah, 大家好，我是明哥. This is Brother Ming Games with Rematch. Like he said, this is my third Kickstarter. It's coming to Kickstarter in February of next year, and it is a 1 versus 1 asymmetric fighting game. Except it's not a regular fighting game; it's a puzzle fighting game using marbles and match 3 mechanics.
I was so stoked about this because, as I was telling Ming just earlier, I was thinking about Puzzle Fighter recently. I love old school fighting games. I love puzzle games, match 3 games, and this was right up my alley. And these marbles are insane. Can you give like a
Yeah.
brief explanation for what's going on with these marbles? Because if the audience is anything like me, they're going to be like, "That's brilliant."
Yeah, no, so the idea of this game is very, very simple in execution. Every single character is going to have their own unique move list of red, yellow, or blue attacks. And every single turn, you're simply going to execute one of those attacks by pulling either a red, blue, or yellow marble. The more marbles you pull, the bigger your attack, but they have to be connected, just like in other regular Match 3 games. And the twist is, only this middle lane of marbles is shared by both players. So you only have access to those 2 lanes of marbles, and I only have access to the 2 lanes of marbles closest to me.
What I really like about that setup is that it gives you a degree of leverage to interfere with your opponent, but not
Yes.
full control over like tanking their turn. Was there a lot of negotiation within the development, the design in exactly how this 3-lane setup would be? Was it always 3 lanes from the
Yes.
get-go? Like what were some of the challenges when you were kind of getting to the finished product here?
There's been a lot of iterations to this game. If you look at my YouTube channel, the first video is from 7 years ago, and where I brought it to a protospiel. And originally, it was actually 2 separate hoppers. So each player had a
Very
single
puzzle fighter.
They're 2 separate screens. Because I was thinking, well, it could play more than 2 players. So in Puyo Puyo, everybody has their own little dropper or Bubble Bobble.
Yep,
I love Bubble Bobble. Bust a move.
Iconic.
Iconic. But having separate lanes made it really hard for you to look at other people's screens. And I really wanted there to be some interactivity. Because in Bust a Move, the idea is that you bust enough, you send bubbles to your opponent's screen. And so I really wanted to combine that, but you still want to have some separation. So that middle ground of only this middle lane is shared. So I still have a 2x5 grid, but half of that 2x5 can be interacted with my opponent at a basic gameplay level was kind of like the perfect sweet spot. Of course, we sacrificed more than 2 players, but that's expansions.
You gotta make concessions. That's part of the whole process. One of the things about covering a lot of games is I've seen a lot of fighting games or board games that attempt to mimic old school fighting games. One of the challenges is trying to come up with something that feels at home with those original icons, the BlazBlues, the Street Fighters, Mortal Kombats, Rival Schools, whatever. But at the same time, it doesn't feel too much like it's aping that exact thing. So talk about the characters themselves and how you settled on something that evokes that era, but still has an identity of its own.
Yeah, no, I really feel heavily inspired by the character design philosophy of old school Street Fighter and also modern Overwatch. And so that's why in this game, all the characters have represent a different nationality as well as a different kind of profession. So it's not a classic fighting game set in the sense of a fantasy. You have a knight, you have a wizard, you have an archer. In this game, we have a Chinese trickster who slings magic tricks versus a Korean DJ who slaps down sick beats.
Amazing.
Over here, we have a Filipino dancer who uses Tininkling to slap his opponents with the giant bamboo sticks. And then over here, we have a Mexican firefighter. The rest of the base 6 is also going to be a Thai chef that controls temperature, like as chefs should do, ice and fire. And a Russian psychic who's all about using tarot cards. So it's very, very wacky and zany, just like how Street Fighter and Overwatch is like. You have these characters from all across the globe, and each one just leans into, this guy's just got stretchy arms, right? It's very, very wacky. So we wanted to keep it lighthearted, but these are guys you could find in a backyard barbecue, but they're just fighting for some reason.
Perfect. So you have a YouTube channel where people can follow, learn about the development of the games. When is this coming to Kickstarter?
This one is going to be hitting Kickstarter next February. So this is basically the design of the base is done. It's in collaboration with Noah from Game Trays. So this is the vacuum mold. The game itself will be, these actually bounce pretty well.
Oh my God, those are amazing.
Yeah, they bounce pretty well.
Perfect footage. Perfect.
But yeah, they'll be going to Kickstarter. The base game is going to be $99. It's going to come with 6 characters along with the tower and all the marbles. We'll also have a collector's edition that comes with an art book, 2 additional characters that will be a standalone expansion, and a bunch of stretch goals that I really want to stuff in there.
Of course.
I go straight to consumer because I don't have a distributor yet.
Yeah.
So however much we get on Kickstarter, I can only print double that.
Hey, you know what? Brother Ming is bringing the heat.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be amazing. We got a demo here, got to play a full game. Ming tanked Eric. It was amazing. And the game is really fun. It's energetic, it's lively, and as someone who loves this era of fighting games and puzzle games, this actually tied it together in a way that I hadn't seen in the past. So I think everyone who is vaguely interested in this should definitely check you out. Where can they learn more information about the game?
Yes, please. I'm going to throw this QR code on the screen. Scan your screen for the QR code.
There you go.
But yeah, just find me anywhere on the internet as Brother Ming Games. I'm on Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, YouTube. I have a Discord. And like I said, I come from a fanzine background. So I do a lot of fan merch stuff. And I also have these original games. So yeah, I'm very excited for this Kickstarter. Really hope it kind of breaks through that barrier of niche audience into a wider audience.
I'm rooting for it.
Thank you so much.